Yeah, we just went live for round one. So, yeah, changing things up now. All right, everybody. To everybody that's tuned in, welcome. This is Aaron Utley. We're live from Beyond Comics in Frederick, Maryland for their X-Wing Store Championship. We're setting up round one versus Ron Brannan versus Derek Shives. I'm getting that list information in now. So give me a minute, and we'll be right with you. Isaac, we have 19 players registered today.
The pause fog list, the other ones? Yeah, I think you got it. Yeah, adjustment to make.
Real quick, before the round starts, we need to add the shield upgrade on the sorry about that.
Michael controls Thank you, sir.
All right.
Okay, so there's our lists. Finally got them up. Had some issues getting those put in. But as you can see, there on the left, Ron's running 5 Green Squadron A-Wings with Shard-on refit, test pilot, auto thrusters, crack shot, and adaptability. So I'm going to have to get back to you on those pilot skills. Derek Shives is running Kavil and 2 Jump Masters. He's got a Kavil with adaptability, dorsal turret, unhinged astromech, and engine upgrades. Then he's got 2 scouts, both at 34 points, and they're both running Deadeye, proton torpedoes, extra munitions, R4 astromech, which of course gives him a target lock when he shoots, and guidance chips, which we're seeing a lot of lately on the Jump Masters with the torpedoes. So we're just about sorted out. Like I said, we got 19 players here today. Not certain if we're running 60-minute or 75-minute rounds, but I'll let you know here in a minute. But they've already rolled for initiative. Looks like Ron's taking initiative, so they're setting up now. Let me run over real quick and get those pilot skills for you. Okay, so I'm back. So they've all made their decision on adaptability. So let me go ahead and update those. Ron's A-Wings are all PS4. Kavil bumped up to an 8, and his 2 scouts are 3. So let me put that in for you now. This is a long list. And like I said, we're here at Beyond Comics today in Frederick. If you haven't been up here, it really is a really amazing store. Today's my first time up here. It's not quite an hour out of DC. It took me about an hour to get here from Chantilly area. So it's a quick drive up the road, and just a fantastic store, full of just a really well-stocked game store, a lot of gaming space, really cool comic space, a lot of miniatures, figures, maquettes. If you're into that sort of thing, definitely come up and check them out. Very cool employees. They've given me a really fantastic place to play here. I'm actually back in the business, back behind the counter. It's a really cool setup. So definitely, if you've not been to Beyond Comics up in Frederick, come and check them out. We haven't started time yet, and I promised you I'd let you know if we're doing 60s or 75s. So let me get that for you. At 19 players, my assumption is we're doing 4 rounds of Swiss and a cut to 8. I mean, a cut to top 4. But I'll confirm that for you in a minute. DT is dorsal turret. I got the question from Twitch. Yeah, DT there is dorsal turret on Kavil. You'll have to forgive me. I've not run dorsal turret yet, so I'm going to have to actually look it up and tell you what it does. So as I thought, we're doing 75 rounds, 4 rounds of Swiss, 75 rounds each, and we're going to do a cut to top 4. So should be a good day.
Have fun.
Yeah. Okay, so my first time seeing dorsal turret, so I'll just run it off real quick. Dorsal turret is a range 1-2 secondary attack. Attack 1 ship even outside your firing arc. If the target of this attack is at range 1, you get 1 additional die, and it's a range. It's a value 2 attack, 3 at range 1. Oh, there. Thanks, Isaac. Isaac on Twitch, help me out with that. It's an awful lot easier doing these when Paul's calling them with me, because he just knows all this stuff. So those of you who are joining me on Twitch, welcome. Good to see you as always. Be sure to let me know in chat if the audio levels are wonky or you can't understand me or if you need something clarified.
Have a good time camping.
What? I might. You never know.
You broke out the word glorious, so I'll get you a treat.
I can't do that kind of on demand. All right, we still haven't. Did we start? I guess we started because they're going. Derek's first scout is moving. It looks like a 2 straight, and he's going to go ahead and focus. Second guy up. Derek's using the Fancy Pants new dial covers. I've actually kind of gone all in on those two. They're pretty slick. I'd hope they'd save a bunch of storage space, but they don't really seem to, unless you just take the 6 covers and you know, carry them with your tournament gear, and then pull apart all your dials in the storage. And they work pretty well, but they don't really end up with them because you need all 6 for each faction anyway. So you end up buying 18 of them. All right, Ron's pulling 5 straights and boosting. He's jumping right in. Looks like he's going to want to go ahead and drop crack shot on Kavil when he comes up. Probably a pretty good idea. Get Kavil out of this early. I run Kavil a lot in scum lists that I run, and this could be rough on Kavil quick depending on what he does here. Alright, so Ron's continuing his move up and boost here. Another 5 straight. Nice tight little formation of A-wings.
I think we're good. Oh wait, center get here. We're good.
And a nice conservative little move from Derek. Good call. Lets him kind of see what's going on with these A-wings, not rush right into them. So that was a good sound conservative move on Derek's part. Wait and see what he's going to pull for an action here. Oh, there he goes. Derek focuses. And as always, when we finish the stream today, we will be I'll be putting them up on YouTube. So if you have to go or can't catch the rest of the tournament, just check out Steel Enterprises on YouTube this evening and check these all out at your leisure. And players are into their dials. Setting up for round two. Kind of curious to see if Ron goes ahead and pushes on through that gap. I think it's probably a pretty good bet. I don't believe Kavil's going to turn left here. Might make an aggressive move to the right to get out of his way, but I think he's going to be able to line Kavil up pretty well either way. So let's see what he does. Pull on those unused tokens.
Yeah.
Grave Hacks on Twitch says, great looking mats. Thanks. They did turn out pretty well. Those are the official game mat of the 2016 Steel Open game tournament I'm running down in Manassas here in just a few weeks. If you want to check that out, go to steelopen.com, register, and come join us down in Manassas. So, second round of play started. Derek makes a two-bank to the left there with that first scout and focuses. So we should, at the very least, he should catch a couple of those tailing Y-wings. Try and put some torpedoes on them. Really aggressive move from Ron. He's going to go ahead and try and jam that up. Maybe try and get a bump out of Kavil. Keep him from being able to focus his turn. Good move. Ron, of course, one of our very best local players. Kind of the originator of the 4BZ list here in our local meta. Very good player with groups of ships. Good blocker, good position player. Kind of a fixture at upper level competitive play. Typically makes the cut up at Worlds. Really good player and great guy. So he's moved all those three into that gap as I thought he would, and he's focused them up. And a couple two banks. And they're going to be in arc unless he boosts. Looks like Derek's going to have a range 2 shot there. No, he's going to go ahead and boost him. He might still be in arc though. Yeah, looks like he's still going to be in arc. Now maybe range 1 through that rock. And a little more aggressive move of 3 bank from a second Green Squadron A-wing. Great Facts on Twitch again. Heard about the mat. Oh, okay, when I was on Nova Squadron Radio last week. Yeah. Guys from NSR were gracious enough to have me on. Got to talk a little bit about the tournament. It was very cool of them. Be sure to check out Nova Squadron Radio if you haven't already. They do a really great regular podcast covers a lot of detail on really high-end competitive play. So Kavil has made another conservative move, and he's not bumped, but man, he's really dropped into it. Now we've got all three of these A-wings with loaded up with crack shot. I think they're going to be trying to lay the wood to Kavil here this turn.
Well, I was gonna drop some off, but
Let me go and move this out of the way.
you're gonna make me buy something else. All right, let's see what else.
I'm not sure what the conversation's about, but this should definitely be Kavil's shot here. Not sure which one he's attacked. It looks like Ron's pulling some shields off somebody. Yeah. Taylor on Twitch says, a little surprised he didn't turn Kavil right to get him out of arc, get those extra die. I'm a little surprised at that as well. That's kind of the whole gimmick. I actually play Kavil a lot, and getting him out of arc is kind of the whole point. So a little surprised he would do that. Rolls a blank there. Not sure who's shooting at who. Okay, just telegraph that third green is shooting at Kavil at range 1. Gonna get a 3-die attack. 3 hits. Nice roll from Green Squadron. 1 evade. It's going to drop 2 more shields off of his Y-wing there. And our 4th is a range 2. It looks like he's going to miss entirely. Our 5th Green Squadron A-wing is going to take a shot at that Jump Master on the other side of that rock. And it looks like just 1 hit there. I don't know if they're debating a rock there, but he's definitely got one. Okay. He evades that cleanly. So Jump Master shooting okay, very good. Shooting that Green Squadron pilot at the bottom of your screen. Looks like a range 2 shot. He does have a rock though. So it's a 2-die primary and he misses entirely. So that's all the shooting. Going to pull off the unused tokens, move on to round 3. I'm going to go take a look real quick while they're setting dials and tell you how that round turned out. Stick with me, hang on.
I was looking for something else, but
You're good. Did you see the one next to it? Like the newspaper?
no.
I'm gonna show this to everybody. Okay. Fourth residence of men challenging others.
Okay, so as we figured, pretty tough round for Kavil. He's already went into hull there, and one of the Green Squadron A-wings dropped to hull, I believe from that initial Kavil attack. And if you look at you might notice on the mat I got a couple signatures on there. That's the first steel open mat, and we also use it for our new Twitch Tuesdays gimmick that we're doing from my basement. And so our first last Tuesday we had Ira Myers and Paul Heaver down, and at the conclusion of that I went ahead and had them sign it. So those two scribbles on the top of the screen are Ira and Paul Heaver's signature. If you want to check out Twitch Tuesday, just tune in Tuesdays at 8 p.m. or check it out on YouTube at the Steel Enterprises channel on YouTube.
Some of them wasn't pleasant to consider superpowers, but Mr. Spock, he's just super logical.
Looks like Ron's making his final decision on his last few ships there. I think he's made up his mind on his bottom two, and he's trying to figure out where he's going with his top ships there. All right, decisions are. Oh, Derek's rethinking that jump master. And if you guys are out and about today and want to come check it out, again, we're Beyond Comics in Frederick, Maryland, just a short drive north of the city, and the feature game today is going on right up in the front of the store. So stop by and check it out for a few minutes if you're out our way.
Still doing that rotating thing or not?
They don't do well. They're just leaving them for a while.
Gotcha.
So these are never well at all. So you try to solve it with a whole run.
I see that.
Kind of a surprising move from Derek there. I'm pretty sure the right sloop on the Jumpmaster is white, so not sure why he would have just done the move away, but we'll see what he's thinking here in a minute. Alright, so the second one comes in, I assume lining up for a torpedo shot. Looks like Derek's gone fancy pants and magnetized his Jumpmaster there. And he's focused. Ron just shouted over that Derek stayed clear of that rock. His template didn't bump it. And there's a 3-turn from the that A-wing, puts him in a really good position for a shot on the Jumpmaster. He's going to go ahead and focus. Number 2, I expect the same thing. And let's see if he leaves these two to try and jam up Kavil. There's the third. That's a 2. Yep. So trying to keep himself in Kavil's way there. And we'll see another 2, I believe, out of this fourth A-wing. Nope, he's gonna go ahead and boost that guy, so he's not trying to clog things up as much as I thought he was there. So he boosts that A-wing in. And this guy's gonna have to overfly this rock. Another really aggressive move. It's a 3-turn. Let's see if he bumps. Nope, looks like he's just clear. Oh, nope, he did bump a little bit. So the fourth A-wing bumps and takes damage. So he's going to lose a shield. And one turn. Cavil's going to turn, get a 2-turn to the right. Is he going to be clear or is he going to bump? Let's see. And that's a bump. So no action for Kavil. So more people accustomed to seeing a TLT Kavil, which gives him a 4-die TLT attack. That's how I run him. I've not run him yet with dorsal turret, but that dorsal turret gives Kavil a pretty potent range 1 out of arc attack with 4 attack dice. And it looks like he took that 4-die shot at that rear A-wing and landed 3 hits, but they were all evaded with the focus. We got a range 1 shot against our Jumpmaster. He focuses for 2. Jumpmaster deciding whether to focus. He does not and takes them both. And he's used crack shot to flip that to a focus on the now focusless Jumpmaster, so he hits him 3 times. Oops, sorry guys. Trying to tweak the color a little bit for you. Oops. There you go. Sorry about the color tinkering, guys, there. Earlier we had some sunlight directly on the mat. It was a little tricky to see, so I made some adjustments there. Cleaned things up a little bit so it's a little easier to see the dice rolls. Ugh. And there goes his first Jumpmaster. Things are going tough. Those A-wings with crack shot are making it difficult on the Jumpmasters once they use up that focus. He's got that 2-die primary, and he flips the 1 to an evade using auto thrusters. And evades that hit, and we're pulling the unused tokens going back to dial. So I will go walk over and get a quick update on how beat up everybody is, and I'll be right back. So Corin on Twitch says, did he drop the Scout before it shot? Yes. All the Green Squadron pilots are PS4, so he threw a couple crack shots at it. It used its was forced to use its focus on the first when he flipped one of those evades to a focus. He used the evade, used the focus token so that it didn't beat him up too badly. Then the second shot was 3 hits, used crack shot again, didn't have the evade token to modify the dice, and took a bunch of hits, and that whittled him down and killed him. And we've still got the second, because of the bump, because Ron bumped into the second jump master on that last turn, he's pretty much still untouched. So, and Kavil's got 1 into hull, but I think we're probably going to see Ron's in a better position now to go ahead and engage that second jump master and get to work on him. One of these days I'll figure out how to isolate the audio coming out of the webcam so I can hear it. So there's that. Okay, so it's the 2 left sloop that's white. So that's why I was a little confused. Again, this new wave stuff, if I don't get right on it right away, it's hard to keep track of. So the left 2 sloop is white on the jump master. And there's a 2 bank on that A-wing. He's definitely going to have a range 1 shot this time. Ron's going to continue to move around as expected and engage that second jump master. If he can get that cleared off in a couple more turns without taking too much damage himself, it's going to be a pretty uphill climb for Derek from here. Oops, sorry guys. Just trying to move that. And there's a 2-turn. Or is that a 3? Maybe a 3-turn. But just coming around in a big arc on that on the second scout. I'm not sure what they're eyeballing here. You know, but Derek's challenge here with getting these jump masters employed properly is he wants to get these torpedoes off, but if he can't get the agromech, you know, into the show here to get him the target lock, and then line that ship up to fire, he's going to have a tricky time, because he needs the target lock to be able to get those torpedoes off. So I think therein lies the challenge, because he's got a lot of points there in guidance ships, extra munitions, R4, and proton torpedoes, and that I've seen. I'm not sure he's fired torpedoes yet, so that's the big trick. So there's a good move by Derek to get out of that arc there and get him a good shot, and I believe that's the that A-wing back to the and the sort of right center of the screen is the one that's a little shot up already, so that should give him a good shot there. So he's going to take that out of arc, should give him a range 2 3-die attack on oh, looks like he might have changed his mind. He's going for the range 1 about that. You know, the decision to boost there, he would have had that guy in. He'd have had the shot on that guy anyway. But that gives him a 4-die attack, and he doesn't have any way to modify it. So now he ends up with 2 hits. It's evaded cleanly with auto thrusters. So this is a, you know, just a problematic issue for Kavil, because he wants you out of arc, but you're out of arc and you give him auto thrusters. So it's just a tricky issue. It might have gotten bumped a little bit. The setup here where, let me see, I might be able to move it for you. Nah, that's fine. Alright, so we got the range 1 shot into Scout. Looks like he's making a decision whether to spend that focus, and doesn't. So he's going to take that. We're only 15 minutes into this this first game. So now we're checking range. So that center A-wing now is going to make a range 2 shot into the Jumpmaster. Just some little catch-22s working against Derek here. You know, he doesn't boost that last one, and he takes the fire from the range 1 A-wing. But by boosting, he's not able to focus and not able to modify the 4-die attack. So kind of a plus and minus. He's only got 4 hull left on his Kavil. Looks like takes a crit there on the Jumpmaster. And that's going to be structural damage on his Jumpmaster. So Scout's going to be a range 1 attack there. Not sure what we just did. I think he might have just rolled up 1 focus that he couldn't use. Alright, dial's already going down. Ron assertively laying his dial. So that's 2. And I think we're a little bit trickier to figure out what Ron might do here. You know, because this remaining Jumpmaster is going to have to move first. It really doesn't have a whole lot of room. So I'll be curious to see what he does here. And what we got here, again, I mentioned the agromech. The idea of the agromech is to give him target lock to set up a torpedo attack on the next turn. The problem is he's ending up using his focus tokens on defense because all 4 of Ron's A-wings are shooting ahead of him. So he's not able to spend the focus token on the attack to give him the target lock. So that leaves him unable to use his torpedoes in the attack without the target lock, and you know, then subsequent turns he has to focus again to try and get, and ends up using it on defense again. So it's really not a great situation for these low PS Jumpmasters set up this way. And I don't think he's getting the damage output out of Kavil he might against other lists, because he got a lot of auto thrusters going on with these 5 A-wings. So just not a great matchup for him. Really takes away the teeth of the jump masters not being able to target lock and fire the torpedoes, and the ability, the built-in ability to give that extra evade with the auto thrusters makes it really hard for him to use Kavil to put these out of commission. Okay, so he does the hard one. I guess that's going to be a bump. So no action again. So now we can't target lock, can't focus. It's not going to modify, even the 2 dice he's going to get. So tricky situation, but it's going to be a little tricky. This would be a good opportunity for Ron to K-turn if he didn't. Let's see what he's done here. Yep, there he goes. We're going to K-turn a few of these guys and get him turned the right direction. And another K-turn. Yeah, good time to do it. Derek doesn't have any actions to modify his dice, so that's going to give him some range 1 shots again. Chip away at this low agility ship. So good, pretty good situation for Ron. I would imagine we're going to see another K-turn here. Nope. So he's going to go after Kavil with that guy. So I'd imagine we're going to see a couple more hard turns. Yep, another 2-turn. Try and box up Kavil down here in the center of the map. And there's a focus. And a nice 1-turn there from Ron with his last A-wing. So we're developing a pretty tasty, tight little box there. And it looks like, he's going to have something to shoot at. He can take a range, I don't know, it's going to be either Extreme 2 or range 3 shot on that tokenless scout. Yeah, so he's going to be out of arc of Kavil there. So Kavil's going to consider his boost options here, but I'm not sure what that does for him. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and focus. And he's going to, I assume, take that range 1 shot on the A-wing right next to him with dorsal turret for a 4-die attack. So a 4-die focused attack, not a bad deal. I think his shot, he was just asking Ron which of those A-wings is the one that shot up, and it's the one at range 2 up there to the right. And I don't think the guy next to him is damaged, but that's who he's engaging. And it's a 4-die attack. He's deciding whether or not to focus. He does not, so he gets 3 hits. And auto thrusters kicks in, gives him 2, so he only takes 1 shield off of that A-wing. So auto thrusters making it hard for Kavil to get any really hard hits in. But tricky call. He's already won in a hull, so doesn't necessarily want to use that focus to pile on the damage on a ship he can't kill. And he whiffs, so he takes both. So 2 more onto our remaining jump master, and it's the chipping away is starting to take its toll. I'm not sure where he's at, but there's another crit. He's already got structural damage. Now he's got a thrust control fire. So he's carrying structural damage and thrust control fire on our jump master here. So there's his stress. Looks like he whiffed with that attack. He's got a range 3 from that canned shot up A-wing over there. Okay, he lands both. So good roll from the A-wing there. Derek's going to... It's a range 3 attack, so you're going to get a... And that's that for the second scout. And so now we got a really tough situation. We've got 5 A-wings, only 1 with any appreciable damage, all chewing into Kavil. So this is a really bad situation. Rolls an evade, Takes one more hull. I'm not sure where Kavil's at, but I pretty... Oh, takes a crit. Major hull breach, so he's going to roll again. I don't know, major hull breach is the one that takes all his damage face up unless he takes the action remove. So that's tough. It's going to pin him up next turn no matter what he does, because he's going to have to take that action. He's going to focus that up for 3. And he whiffs. He takes 3. That should do it. Alright, so that's a good game. Ron and Derek. I don't really have any room to get him over here to talk, but you know, that was the tale of it. This was really a bad matchup for Ron. I mean, for Derek. Ron wins at 100-0, and you know, all of the sort of things Derek wanted to do here became very difficult to do. Kavil couldn't get any damage piled on because he gets, you know, he wants to have his targets out of arc to get the extra die, but if he does that, he triggers auto thrusters. Just a, you know, just a tough one for Derek against, you know, and also against a really exceptionally good player. So that was a tough game, but appreciate it. Let me watch in, and I will be back. You know, that was not, I don't even think we're at 30 minutes, so it's going to be a little bit of time until we get on to round 2. But you guys hang in there with me, and we'll see you in a little bit for round 2.